Hi guys, Dorothy here, professional astrologer. Today I'm going to talk to you about the week of September 10th. We have a lot of things happening between the planet of love, Venus, the planet of action, Mars, the planet of surprises and unexpected changes, Uranus. And then that lunar north node is our life path and what that's doing. The moon's going to be involved as well. This is called the Grandcross in fixed signs. So there is a lot going on this week. We're going to feel it all the way through the week, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. So stay with me and I'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Let's talk about the week of September 10th. So on Monday, we actually have the moon in the sign of Libra by midday, and that is always about finding that balance in our partnerships and relationships. And since we currently have the sun in Virgo, that is helping us to focus on what the day-to-day activities are in our lives. We're going to focus on that. We're going to be very aware whether we have a lot of time in our day or if we're spinning our wheels. And since the moon is waxing and in Libra over the next couple of days, it will have us really seeking a lot of balance. That's really what we get all the way through Monday and Tuesday, because on Wednesday, like I mentioned in the intro, we have a big boatload of things all coming together that makes this big old square astrologically around the planet, if you will. And it's called a fixed Grandcross. And what we have is we have Mars in Aquarius. He moved into Aquarius on Monday night, so that was an important, significant shift. This is the third time he's been at 0 degrees of Aquarius this year, and he's just about to make a square aspect, an exact aspect with Uranus on September 18th. So we look at May 18th approximately when he was there and squaring Uranus, and right around the 13th of August, in a couple of days, and then again on September 18th. But I am going to talk to you about him in this configuration because he's close enough. So Mars in Aquarius on Wednesday night, especially in New England at 4:44 p.m. Mars is on the ascendant in Aquarius. This is sudden, unexpected shifts, changes, something is motivating us to move. You know, we don't usually have earthquakes. If we were in an earthquake zone, I would say maybe we feel an earthquake. Because at that point, he's also, when he's angular, that's when it's very important. At the same time, this is all on Wednesday, and we're feeling all of this Monday and Tuesday, by the way, and it's going to linger the rest of the week. Venus and the moon are conjunct in Scorpio, early Scorpio. She's going to be retrograde at this point, at this number where she's at now, later in about a month or so. We'll talk about that in October. So we've got this big square going on. What it means is when we have all these fixed energies together, we have all these planets in this configuration, Monday, Tuesday, especially Wednesday, lingering into Thursday, we will feel the tension and the stress in our most important relationships. And what do we do about that? We keep our center. We keep our foundation. When we do this, it's because we're focusing our energy in. When we pray, when we meditate, when we bless somebody, we pull all of our energy center in when we put our hands together like that, okay? So when I do that, that's what I'm trying to get you to do. I'm trying to get you to pull your focus in, because when we have aspects like this going on around us, and we'll be getting a lot of feedback from lots of astrologers and lots of crappy little memes about how crappy these things are, I want you to recognize that these are moments of adjustment, and they're moments of adjustment from old patterns and habits because we don't like to change. Now, if you're somebody who does not have a problem with change and somebody who tends to go with what you see as your next step, even if it feels a little uncomfortable, this is not going to interfere with your life much at all. If you're somebody who is fighting the change that needs to happen in your life, and the 4 points of where this happens to be personally will give you a lot more information than this general overall forecast that gives you more information. So, you know, seek out your local astrologer for a reading. But the thing is like, generally speaking, we have these changes that need to happen. When we have these fixed crosses or T-squares in the sky around us, it means that Things keep staying the same, and eventually something has to give. It's like the straw that breaks the camel's back, if you will. I know it's a really old analogy, but what in your life have you not been changing? Where have you been sitting still? And I know we've had a ton of retrograde planets this whole summer. We've had eclipses. We've been like pulled in like multiple directions. I've felt it. I'm not immune to this stuff just because I can talk about it. I've felt it, you know, with the passing of dear friends this summer. All when that Mars was doing its square to Uranus, it's like, oh, and no more. That's what I'm telling the universe. No more. Let's keep September death-free. It would be nice in my book. But, you know, it's just a passing. It's a passing, and it's a shift, and it's somebody else's shift. Obviously, it's not mine because I'm still here, but it feels kind of crappy. What are you having to work through? Because if you can still see what's going on around you, work with what's going on around you, and still maintain your own center, doesn't mean you don't have feelings and emotions around what's going on around you. But recognize with these squares, especially all these squares and oppositions that are happening on Saturday, on Wednesday. What's the date of Wednesday? It's the 12th. Just recognize that if you're feeling tension and stress, just sort of sit back, don't push anything, but know and recognize that there's absolute changes that have to happen. And again, if you're somebody who goes through all these changes regularly and you're not fearful of making change, then these types of aspects will have very little impact on you, but you may see it around you for those who don't do things that they should. So that's what we have. Monday, Tuesday, especially Wednesday. We're going to feel those energies on Thursday as well. So let's move into the weekend. So I'm going to grab my ephemeris. I forgot to look. So on the weekend, I know we have the moon entering the sign of Sag. Friday, the 14th, we have the moon in Scorpio in its void course all morning. So that means if you're needing to still do a little more investigation or a little more research into what's going on in your life, the details will vary from each person. Whatever you're doing that's researchy or, yeah, really mostly about research and digging in a little bit deeper, all Friday, most Friday will be really good for that, all right? So we're still in that waxing lunar phase, so we'll be able to really gather a lot of information about what's going on around us. So here's the funner part of this week. Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, the moon's in Sagittarius. And when the moon's in Sag, we want to play, we want to have fun, we want to learn. My example of what I'm doing on Saturday, I run an astrology group here in New Hampshire, and we have Dorothy Morgan coming and doing a lecture for us on the Davidson chart. We're all looking forward to it. So we're getting together, we're going to have fun, we're going to learn, we're going to cooperate. And then later in the afternoon, I'm going to a play, first play I've been to in years. So much fun, having fun. What are you going to do Saturday that's fun, educational maybe? Just we need a way to escape and relax. That is Saturday and Sunday. Is there anything else going on Sunday I want to talk about? Yes. Mercury in the sign of Virgo makes a beautiful sextile, easy sextile to Jupiter in Scorpio. And so that to me, it's feminine energy. So it's receptive energy. So we're able to communicate well with others, talk with others, just sit down. You know, it's like a gathering when you're in a circle, like around the campfire or on the dinner table. And it's just enjoying life in that way. And that's a really nice way to end Sunday and end a week that, you know, we've had a lot through the summer. It was a hard summer for a lot of people. The inspiration was we felt like we had all these great ideas and needed to move forward. But for the most part, we were just gathering information for the period that we're at now. So we're able to start to take those steps forward in the things that we need to do. So I'm going to leave you with that. I know that was, you know, not a day-to-day video, but if you're on my Facebook page, I tend to put up photographs with a little bit of what's going on each day. So you can come and join me there. And you can read this forecast right on my website on the forecast. Click on the forecast tab. All right. And please share and comment. I would love to hear your opinion about how things are going this week for you. All right. And blessings. Remember, bring it all in. Stay steady in who you are. Blessings. Namaste.